This way, Miss Fabristio. It is a pleasure to meet you, Fabristio. Your tale has become the stuff of legend. Welcome to my castle.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Your Highness.
Before you set off towards your home, please spend the night in my Sapphire Inn. A good night's rest will serve you well before you head home. Good job, Chino. I knew you wouldn't be the one to let me down. Do you still have the map I gave you? Come on, let's get out of here before day breaks. What is it? Jake the Snake Blake has escaped from his cell, Admiral.
You wanted the best? Well, they couldn't make it, so here's what you get. From Michigan, Mikey J Productions.
Where's Georgie?
And Georgie. Guess who's back? Back again. Mikey's back.
Tell a friend.
Everybody, here we are with episode, I think it's 74 of the Break Chat.
It's 73, but...
No, it's 74, but the thumbnail says 73 because there was a hiccup there. But before we go any further, let me just say, if you like this stream or any of the content on the channel, please...
Like, comment, and subscribe.
I'll be getting down to it after the intro come in.
Nah.
Well, hello everyone. Glad everyone can make it here. Gordon Werner was the first one here today.
Hello, Gordon.
He's getting down in the hood. He says, "Hood evening." And then he says, "My keyboard is messed up."
Oh no.
But I'll give you. Here, let me find something fun for you.
So swummy, slippy, slappy, slimming, summon.
Maybe it's on the briefcase. Look on the...
Oh, yeah, it's right here. Samsonite. I was way off.
And then we have Richard Cranium is here. He says, "Mama, Mikey J and Jenny Jen in the house." And he also got a kick out of Jake the Snake Blake, which I didn't invent that name. That was that's an official Lego name, yeah. And he also says, "That guitar intro with Georgie on vocals is absolutely epic." Thank you. So let me find something fun for you. next
Hi,
one
Dominic.
here. And he also says, Mikey, I found something great yesterday. It's an Eagle Moss 1:43 scale version of Eva Schneider Blah's 1974 Dodge Challenger from the Taurus Animations cartoon High Octane.
Wow.
Wow. Well,
That
let me
sounds
find
special.
something for you, sir.
Ace Ventura, pet detective. And you must be the Monopoly guy. Thanks for the free parking.
Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
All right, and then we also have Aussie Adam Bricks is here. He says,
Hello.
Good morning. Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to you, sir. Wherever in the world you may be.
Hello there.
General Kenobi!
Oh, you didn't have us muted, did you?
No. And then Gordon says, fitting vid, my keyboard has been sticking all day.
Oh, no.
And so, what are we building today?
Well, we're building the Viking. I'm on the second part of the Viking Village. Hopefully I can get this done.
Yeah, it's been
This is the third one. It's not like too many.
It's been a couple weeks since our last stream. We had, we had to take a personal day, a family day last Wednesday, so that's why you didn't see us last week. But alas, we are here today. And I have, I always try to say it's a great show lined up for everyone today. But, I think it's a pretty good one. We have a Lego Ideas submission that one of my people from, because I have a Facebook group, a Lego Facebook group, and they've been posting it in there quite a bit, so we're going to be talking about that. We also have a Lego Pirates poll to be talking about. And then we're also open for, whatever anybody's on anybody's mind. We can also get into that. Speaking of which, what's everyone got going in their Lego world? Anything new or fun? I'll start by saying that even though on our last stream I was kind of ho-hum about the Medieval Market Square, I will be getting it day one.
He's so excited.
So I'm excited about that, and I've been putting in a lot of work on my medieval area. I've had some fun stuff that I've done. I'll actually, Gordon says, did y'all buy the museum modular? Not yet.
Not yet.
It's on our list though. And Dominic Z says, Mikey, here's a fun fact about this model. The Dodge Challenger was part of a magazine collection called Taurus Animations Automobile Collection. This model came with issue 43.
Oh, nice.
And Aussie Adam is doing a Lego jousting tournament mock. Well, that's interesting. That's right up my alley here.
That sounds fun.
Let me find some stuff here.
I have something in my eye. I'm sorry. I don't know what is going on. Oops.
So let me see here. This is my Facebook group, Lego Fantasy and Historic Themes. If you're on the book, feel free to join. Be most encouraged. But this is what I have been working on. Here is my Knights of the Round Table. You can see King Arthur there with Excalibur. And then I have Merlin on his right, Queen Guinevere on the left. And then I have, this isn't all the Knights of the Round Table. I have few of them that are out in the jousting section when I took this video. But let me just say, I do my Lego Castle adventures, and I have been slow to introduce the Knights of the Round Table and King Arthur and all that. intentionally because I had to make the round table. And what I did here, if I had, if parts were a premium, if any parts were available, it would look better, if in all honesty. But I made this based on the pieces that I just had available and tried to make it look as cohesive as I could. But I think I did a decent enough job. I like the way the round table turned out.
Look at all their gold.
Yeah, it's got a lot of gold. I had a lot of gold parts and pieces laying around, so I used that. More pics of it. And then the inside of the castle, I put, I wanted to, clean it up because I had it sitting on just a gray 48 by 48 base plate. And I always wanted to put a good scene on the inside of it. And like I said, I'm pretty happy with the results. Again, the color choices and stuff that's mostly based upon the parts I had available. So I was trying to do the best with what I got. But all things considered, I think it turned out pretty good. I would like to do a couple more weapons racks, I think, for not just in here, but just in general. I have so many weapons, and they're just like laying around.
Or in a tub.
Or in a tub, yeah.
It's like me and my Harry Potter ones.
So this is what I have been working on, and we were talking about jousting, awesome, Aussie Adam, and this is I did this as well. Wanted to give my jousting section a little bit of a boost. It's one thing that I've never really given much of a shine to, was the jousting area. I mostly just tried to fit it in somewhere, and then I would see other Lego fans and content creators, and they always made it a central point of their medieval section. So I said, well, it's time for me to do that as well. And in order to make this, I had to do something that I never wanted to do, and I've actually given the missus grief about it, and that is I cut a 48 by 48 base plate almost in half. You can see it if you look down there. I cut it to fit in the area that I needed it to fit into, because I'm not a fan of the 48 by 48 base plate. I think it's too big, and it's really not all that helpful, especially for like city building and stuff, in my opinion. I think the smaller ones are much better, the 32 by 32. And so we have a few of those laying around, and one of these base plates costs, what, $15? It would cost more than that to get proper green ones to fit there. So I just said, I'm cutting them, and that's what I did. So I actually destroyed some Lego, if you will. Here's my knights here jousting, and interesting thing about these knights is these are original knights. These are both black knights, original releases, mostly complete, I believe. I've had them since I was a child. I've never really talked about them a whole lot, to be honest. The two on the horses are mostly complete, and then I have a couple sitting there one in the stands and one just standing there. And they are also original black knights, but they have different helmets on. I didn't have correct helmets for them, unfortunately. But then you can see the village there in the background, and that's going to be having some major changes come up with it with the release of the new set. So we're not talking about the village so much here. So that's what I've been up to. And Richard Cranium says, seems to be that time of the season. Everyone seems to be getting into the medieval theme. Yeah, with the new set coming out. And then Dominic says, Mikey, this model came one issue before Connie's car from Rock and Riot, which came with issue 44. Chelsea's car from Kickline came with issue 32.
Ooh.
And Gordon says, I do not use the book. Oh. And Minifig Collector is here.
Hi, Minifig Collector.
All right, let me find a video for you.
Gordon does not, he's not on the book.
Groovy.
And Gordon says, oh, speaking of medieval stuff, are you all looking forward to the D&D collectible minifigures?
Yeah.
I am, yes.
I'm hoping they come out with the big codes right away because I'll be sad. You don't have my build cam up.
Oh, I don't.
I'll be sad if they have the little ones again because, I mean, I see so many of them. Oh, good segue. We got mail.
We do have mail.
Yes. Here's the mail. It never fails. We got mail. I forgot. How could I forget? Comes from Sir Gordon. He gave us
Sir Gordon of Werner.
Sir Gordon of Werner. He gave us the little mushroom girl and the Triceratops. The two I was wanting so bad. He did so good. He had extras. So he lovingly sent them to me. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. I love her. I haven't even touched her yet. Oh, look at her little smile.
Oh.
I love her.
I do like the little mushroom girl.
Yes. Oh, you know I love her. Oh my goodness. She is adorable. And she's got a little butterfly. I love that butterfly. Is that printing in anything else? Look at her. She's so cute. And then he also lovingly sent us the Triceratops because I really, really wanted him to complete my collection.
Yeah, he can go in our Jurassic Park.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. He's so cute. So I'm very excited and I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, he can't see me. But I wanted to say thank you, thank you. Does his tail go up or down?
Down.
Down. Okay. I don't want to put it on wrong. And look how cute he is. Let's give him a smile because he's cute. Oh, and that head. Man, that is a cool molded head. So he didn't come with any accessories, but I think he's cool enough on his own.
Yeah.
Thank you, Gordon.
That's
you
very
made me
cool,
so
Lisa.
happy.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I love her. She's so cute. I can't wait to put her in. I'll probably put her in our forest area with all my mushrooms. She'll be my mushroom girl.
Mushroom girl.
Yeah. What do you think? I think she's so cute. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You couldn't see me before, but I was gushing.
And Minifig Collector says, is this supposed to be a reference to King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table? Yes,
It sure is.
It is. That's what, because, which I haven't seen Mayo here today, but he said something in one of his streams that I had been kind of thinking, and you know, I was like, he's actually right.
Oh my gosh, you're saying I was right, and he's not here to see it.
But
I'm just kidding.
Lego calls the new castle the Lion Knight's Castle. And they're actually screwing up their own lore by calling it that. Because that is the Crusaders faction. They were never called the Lion Knights back in the day. They were always called the Crusaders. And so when it came to mine, I have the Blue Lion Knights castle, and so that's kind of my Lion Knights faction. And so I never really quite knew what to do with it, and other than I wanted to make a Camelot castle, because I mean, if I'm gonna have a castle, I want King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table and all that. And so that was my original plan, and I, you know, I'm still doing. And then after listening to Mayo talk about it, I'm like, you know what? They're not even the Lion Knights. They're the Crusaders anyway. So it just works because, you know, King Arthur goes on a crusade for the Holy Grail and everything. So it's just, it was meant to be.
Meant to be. Just like I was meant to have that little mushroom girl.
And Richard Cranium says, Gordon, the D&D set looks pretty legit. And then Richard Cranium says, I cut base plates all the time, LOL. I don't care. I feel like they're almost meant to be cut.
Hey, I never had a problem with it. It wasn't me. It was him.
It was me.
It was him. Because you know what I wanted to do? I wanted to paint a base plate because we didn't have the river one that went under... Which set was that?
That was the Forestman Crossing.
Yeah, Forestman Crossing. So, and I just wanted to paint it, and he threw a fit. We don't paint
say it was
Lego.
a fit.
Oh yeah,
It wasn't a fit.
it was a proper fit. Oh yeah, we don't paint Lego. You're just gonna ruin it. Oh really? Cutting it is okay.
Well, what happened was I had this section about, yay wide, and it was too big for a full base plate. And so I was like, gonna have to get on Bricklink and order some smaller ones to fit in there.
So he threatens me with a Bricklink order.
And I'm just like, this is gonna cost way more than just cutting these big ones that we have down to size.
Because we really have them, and we don't like to put them in our area because they're too big, and it doesn't work.
I use the big gray ones when I absolutely have to, like for some of like the bigger sets and stuff, they're fine. But for as a general rule, I avoid the gray ones at all costs, because they're not as good.
Well, they're big, so it's hard to. Yeah, that was right. Sorry.
And Gordon says the Triceratops only came with one tail, unfortunately.
Really? That surprises me.
Yeah, they usually come with two.
I don't care. I think probably because it's printed, maybe. I don't think the T-Rex one is printed.
I'd have to check it. If Georgie was down here, I'd have him go get him.
He's cute all on his own.
Gordon says the Mushroom Girl will go well with the Bricklink designer program Mushroom House.
I saw that. Yeah. I don't think I'll get that. But yeah, she would look great with that. I'm just going to put her in my mushroom area. I got a mushroom forest in my forestman area.
Minifig Collector says, what dino suit would you want next, Jen?
Ooh. Well,
we have the red and the green dragon, I believe. And we have...
Well, those aren't dinos.
Well, no, but they're similar. And then we have the T-Rex guy.
Mm-hmm. What would I want next?
Do they make any more?
No, I'm assuming he wanted to see what would I want to see next. I would like a long neck. A Diplodocus or a Brachiosaurus. Is that the right one?
Yeah.
Brachiosaurus. That would be cool to have the long neck one. I'm trying to think of another one. The bumpy ones, which Ankylosaurus.
Yeah.
That would be cool. An Ankylosaurus one.
What about a raptor?
A raptor, yeah. I don't know I don't know how they would do a raptor. But they've done like giraffes, haven't they? Or have they done a long neck kind of?
I don't know. I can't think of a giraffe.
Minifigure. No, they didn't do a giraffe minifigure. But yeah, I think those two would be cute, or those three. Trying to think of all my dinosaurs. But this one was super cute. And like I said, we had the T-Rex already. So he goes well with the T-Rex. So when I saw him, I'm like, oh my gosh. He was like the number one I wanted.
We gotta get the Bat Lord. I don't have any of him. I gotta get.
You gotta get the Bat Lord?
Yeah, but that's pretty much it from this wave, I would say.
Yeah, we've got it. Well, the train guy's cute, but
if I ever build a train station, he could hang out over there.
it could be like one of those little rides in front of the train station.
We have like a little train.
Do we? Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
From the Christmas set, right?
Mm-hmm.
From the Christmas ones. But yeah, those I've gotten all the ones that I wanted out of this series, except for like the Batlord, he said. And everyone I find still has the small QR codes. I couldn't remember, Gordon, did you say that that reader you sent me, does that read the small ones, or are the small ones just data? I wonder. I think that I heard they were just data. They weren't anything.
Gordon says base plates are molded in a constant 10-foot wide row and then cut to size so you're not doing anything that Lego isn't already. There we go.
Well, they paint them already, too. They print on them.
But it was surprisingly easy to cut, honestly.
It looked like it went fast. I was shocked you had already gotten it done.
I just used that little cutting tool you had.
Hey,
What?
that is a fabric cutting tool. That is not a plastic cutting tool. You just dulled my tool. He's like, your cool little tool. I'm like, that's my tool. That's my fabric tool. It's for fabric. It is not for plastic. Unless it's like a plastic sheet.
Gordon says, I have a Flago Black Dragon guy.
Ooh.
I think it says, I'm going to have the Triceratops guy hand out flyers outside my museum.
Oh, that's cute. I
think
like
the
that.
Stegosaurus guy would be nice. He would.
Yeah.
And Minifig Collector says they have done a giraffe suit.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I can't recall that one.
I thought they had a giraffe suit. So they already did kind of a long neck.
And then Gordon says nothing can read the small codes.
Okay, that's what I thought. But that's all I have around here, all the small codes. So I'm really hoping that the Dungeons and Dragons comes out. Everybody can do it. Because I think they've learned their lesson with the boxes that people just ripped them open. I mean, I was at the grocery store yesterday, and there was like 3 of them ripped open.
I mean, I wouldn't hate another goat herder just so we can have a goat.
Yeah, another goat for
Georgie.
For Georgie's Jurassic area.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would be nice. Why does it sound like there's something running?
The washing machine.
Did you turn the washing machine on? Oh. You did laundry?
So shocking.
What did you put in there?
Unmentionables.
Unmentionables?
Lucy.
That's what I thought. That's what I was asking. She did it again?
Yeah, that's right before I was coming down here.
Ah, so hard having a special needs dog. Swear your house is covered in urine. At least mine is.
So let's get down to the topic, one of the talking points for today. And that is the Imperial Rocco, I think that's how you say it, style outpost. It's a Lego Ideas submission by Christos Pirates. 996 supporters, 403 days left. And like I said, he's put this in my Lego Facebook group quite a bit. And so I was like, I need to...
Give it some love.
Yeah, and, it's pirates. I like the pirates.
No,
And, so if we can help get him to the 10,000 votes, we'll do that.
Honey, it's got purple leaves. Sorry, I just had to
You're teasing me about the purple leaves.
teasing him about the purple leaves. Because he bought a whole bunch of the pick and brick, and I'm like, what are we going to do with these purple leaves?
I'll find a use for those purple leaves eventually.
I haven't seen you use them once.
See, well, he's giving me inspiration. That's a nice outpost.
Yeah, I think it looks cool.
Yeah.
I like the ladder down to the little, like, I don't know what that is. Like a little landing area.
Yeah. Nice use of the purple and gold leaves, I gotta say.
And he's got bluebirds in there, I see.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's a golden chicken on the top.
There's a golden chicken up there.
I tried to put the golden chicken in on the Knights of the Round Table, but alas, it was rejected.
It was rejected.
I know, that's what I just said. Alas, it was rejected. Oh, it looks nice from above.
It does. I mean, he did a good
Wow.
job all around.
So I didn't even notice that the stairs go down to like a dock and everything.
Yeah.
That's cool. What color boat is that?
White.
Not that one. The other one. Is that like a grayish blue?
It's probably just blue.
Oh, okay. I didn't know they made blue boats.
Yeah, we have some.
Do we?
We do.
The more you know.
Here's a look inside all the different compartments. Nice use of the original Admiral or Governor torso, I gotta say. A lot of pearl gold
A lot of pearl gold.
and white.
A little post.
A little post. Yeah.
I like the ornateness of that post with the rounded. Yeah, see that?
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
That looks really cool. Very ornate.
Sharing a drink with the Admiral.
Yeah.
Oh, and see all the little sections, so it has modular functionality.
Capabilities.
And here's all the minifigs he designed for it. All, like I said, I like the original guys. So very nice. Now we'll read the story. The history. The governor inspects the outpost. He boards his personal boat bound for the outpost. Inspecting, he seems very pleased, offering lots of food and gold for his men. The inspiration. It all started by chance when my eye caught a spare piece, item number 4071 door frame, that I had discarded while making another build. With whatever I could find in front of me, I started building a small outpost, then a rampart, then a ramp on a rock, then a pier, then a fountain. Finally, after many iterations over a 4-month period, I can present you the results. The construction follows the modular building method. It breaks into levels, revealing different spaces. So starting from the top, we will first find the supply and gold warehouse. Further down, we will have the commander's conference room, and below that room of the duty commander. On the lower level, we will find a prison which is mounted in a rock. All the rooms are revealed very easily, so there is access for play. The round perimeter balcony is connected by a suspended staircase to the conference room entrance through a trap door, as well as a storeroom to the conference room through the same logic. Externally, we will see the grand staircase, the fountain, and the pier. On the west side, you will find the statue of the Lady of the Rock, patroness of the fortress. The nature on the side is a warmer tropical aura, while on the east side is a wilder one, wanting to show that the side opens up to the sea, to the winds, and the waves. Materials and dimensions. This is a real construction. Some tests that had to be done for the mosaics, the roof, and the gables of the building were done using Studio 2.0. About 2,300 pieces were used, and the dimensions of the structure are 50 centimeters high, 25 centimeters wide. 2 base plates, 32 by 32, were used, and a height of 35 centimeter. The set contains 7 figures, 4 seagulls, 2 boats, and smaller animals: the governor's dog, commander's parrot, a rat, a crab, frog, small bird. I hope you like this project, and I hope to have your vote. For any feedback, don't hesitate to leave me a comment. Enjoy. Thank you, Christos. Well,
Nice, Christos.
great job, Christos. I'm happy to support it, and I wish you all the luck. And everyone, tell me down in the comments what you think of the
Imperial Rocco style outpost.
Yeah,
Why don't you log me in and
I
support
can't.
it? Oh, okay. Can't do that no more? Well, remind me.
Let's see. Gordon said, or Minifig Collection says, I want the pink brick suit from the BAM. Build a minifigure.
Oh.
Gordon says they changed the codes halfway during production, so we'll know when the space collectible minifigures are released.
They did it for the space guys? Is that what I just heard?
Infamous Convict says here, hello, Infamous. And he
Hi,
says,
Infamous.
hello, MJP. FYI, Giraffe Suit Guy was in the Lego Movie 2 collectible minifigures.
See, I thank you. I thought I knew that they had did a giraffe guy. Yeah, so they have a long neck mold, so they should do a long neck. I think that would be, especially since the museum just came out with a bone long neck, a skeleton. And they just came out with that one in the Lego set. For sure, they need to do one.
And
I have spoken.
speaking of doing something, I need to give Infamous a
greeting.
good welcome.
Ted, Annette! Hey, glad you could come. How you doing? Give me your coat. Ted has a small carpet cleaning business in receivership. They got $15,000 left on the house at 8%. They're okay.
And Dominic says Mikey Fan Home announced a new magazine collection called Build Chelsea's Oldsmobile 98 from the hit cartoon series Kickline. I'm absolutely building this one.
Ooh.
And Gordon says Rococo was an architectural style from the early 1700s.
Rococo.
Rococo? I
Rococo?
hope I'm saying it correct. Is an exceptionally ornamental and dramatic style of architecture, art, and decoration.
And that, it was very...
You learn something new every day.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Gordon.
Gordon's full of knowledge.
And David Emperor's here. He says, hi, guys.
Hi,
I voted
David.
for that set. Well, hello, David.
Yay, thank you so much, David.
Let's see.
What he's got.
Groovy.
And Mayo is here.
Hi, Mayo.
He says, real old Haig is in the house.
He was just talking about you.
I was talking about how you were the first person I saw to mention that it shouldn't be called the Lion Knight's Castle because it is the Crusaders. It's so that was a faux pas on Lego's part because the Lion Knights are a separate faction. So the correct term would be to call it the 90th anniversary castle, but it's probably not going to stick. Most people are going to be calling it the Lion Knight's Castle. So they've messed up their own lore. Way to go, Lego. Way to go. And speaking of Mayo, let me get him a welcome.
Ted, Annette! Hey, glad you could come. How you doing? Give me your coat. Ted has a small carpet cleaning business in receivership. They got $15,000 left on the house at 8%. They're okay.
And Infamous Convict says, I'm building El Dorado Fortress now in your honor, Mikey.
Aww.
Well, enjoy it, my friend.
Yes.
Enjoy it.
Such a nice set.
Yeah. It's probably, well, Rivendell came out in 2023, so I can't say it was my favorite set of 2023. But it was number 2.
Yeah.
For me. Yours would probably be
Green Gods.
Mm-hmm.
For this year.
In 2024, I think Barad-dûr is going to take that. Which, I mean, we should start hearing some news on that.
I mean, yeah, where are the leaked pictures of that, man?
Right. We already seeing stuff.
Where's the
for
leakers?
The Dungeons and Dragons set. That's not coming out until September.
When's Barad-dûr coming out? Until June, right?
Is what I've been hearing.
They did that with Rivendell, too. They kept Rivendell under wraps for a lot longer than they had any other sets.
Mayo says, did I read my co-host is at the gym? Yes, every time I stream, he's at the gym.
Who?
From Blocks
From
and
Blocks and
Locks.
Mox. He's working out, man. He's got stuff.
Gordon says, Rococo is definitely an interesting choice for a Pirates era set. And Mayo says, yep, I refer to it as the 90th anniversary castle. And Gordon says, I really, really hope the Rick Moranis is in the new Ghostbusters movie. I know that.
I think everybody does.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have him.
It would be.
come
Cameo.
back. Yeah, even if it's just for.
Even just a little second.
Like, hey,
It would be nice.
anybody do your taxes?
Right. Maybe he's delivering taxes to Winston or something. Do something. Gotta make 2 of these. This way.
So now I have one more thing of housekeeping to talk about with everybody. So let's go.
Ugh.
Well, let's see. Mayo says Rivendell was objectively the best set of 2023. but I'd rank it 2 with El Dorado being number 1.
Ooh.
Gordon says, my conspiracy theory is the Lego leakers are Lego themselves, as demonstrated by the sets that aren't leaked.
Yes.
I agree.
Yes.
I agree. and what's interesting is I remember a time, back in some of the earlier days of YouTube, where Lego would copyright strike you and stuff for, showing leaked images and stuff like that. And
They just accepted it.
and now,
and started
like I
using
said,
it.
like Gordon said, I think it's coming straight from them themselves. So
They started using it.
if you can't beat them, join them. Right?
That's exactly what their motto was, I'm sure.
So we have another Lego Pirates poll to discuss, and this is an interesting topic for everybody. See where everybody comes in on this one. Yellow minifigs or fleshies? Which one do you prefer? Yellow fleshies or I like both? Our weekly poll every 2 weeks. While the Super Bowl is coming up, we'll have our own Super Bowl right here in the forum. It's one of the questions that are discussed in the AFL community. Do you prefer yellow minifigs or fleshies? Do you prefer the classic yellow or fleshies in your sets and mocks? Or maybe you don't mind and like both? So this is, this is definitely a topic where people have some very strong and unique opinions on it. I'm of the opinion that it depends on the theme. So I actually picked I like both.
But we don't like to mix them.
Right. If I'm doing castle, I'm going yellow. If I'm going classic pirates, I'm going yellow. If I'm going Pirates of the Caribbean, I'm going fleshy. If I'm going Lord of the Rings, I'm going fleshy. Basically, if it is a
Real life.
if it is a
A real life movie.
yeah, if
Like Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter.
yeah, if it is a licensed theme, I prefer fleshies. But if it is a in-house Lego theme, I prefer yellow. That's my official stance. But you can see yellow was the over-resounding winner here, and fleshies came in a distant third.
Well, that's on the that's on the classic pirates. And what are classic pirates?
Yellow.
So I mean, it's a little rigged there.
A little red.
Just a tad rigged. Because I mean, the only fleshy pirates that are out there are Pirates of the Caribbean, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but like I see some people, they'll try to do like a yellow Iron Man, for example, and it doesn't look right. And when I see the original run of like Harry Potter minifigures when they were yellow, or Star Wars, we have a yellow Luke Skywalker, and he doesn't look nearly as good as the fleshy colored ones, honestly.
Yeah.
So you guys tell me, which ones do you prefer? And Mayo says, I don't like it when anti-racists tell people it's wrong to enjoy the yellow heads. Stay in your lane.
It's they said it's racist? Oh, wow. That's that's a new one.
Well, you know, people do bring real life politics into that discussion from time to time. And I've heard some people say, you know, my city is all inclusive, so all shades are welcome. And I understand what they're saying and where they're going for there. I prefer to leave real life politics out of my Lego world. I'm building a world I would like to live in,
right?
Without all the drama and nonsense. And as such, I'm just it's whatever the theme calls for, in my opinion. Now in our city, we have
mix.
flesh, we have yellows, and everything in between in our city. And I mean, technically speaking, even in the pirates, because the Pirates of the Caribbean are fleshies.
I have one yellow in my Harry Potter.
And that's Brickapix.
It's Brickapix.
Yeah.
She's yellow.
But when it comes,
she's allowed.
But I will keep the Pirates of the Caribbean guys all together on like one ship.
They won't be on another ship.
Yeah. So it's, And then Gordon says, my city welcomes minifigures and mini dolls of all colors and brands.
Oh.
And brands?
And
so even
brands.
Legos?
Wow. He's all inclusive.
And Mayo says, my conspiracy tinfoil hat tells me Lego took force against the 1414 Falcon fan. He's MIA with his leaks. Oh.
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 MIA with his leaks, huh? I was going to say something, now I can't remember. Oh, mini dolls. The only mini dolls that are allowed are the Disney Castle, and it irks me. But I allow it because that's the only way I can have them.
Yeah.
I can't have Belle any other way. It's so frustrating.
For now. Hopefully they rectify it. But you think they would have by now. Especially when the live action movie came out.
Right. We got live action Ariel.
Gordon says there are some really interesting third-party minifigs. Yes, which...
We have some of them.
We do. Like, here's one right here.
Yeah.
This is from David Emperor. He sent me this one.
Yeah. I don't think I can see it very well. Oh, ah! Not close enough. Yeah.
Lord Denethorn.
Did you get scratched by Kiru?
Probably.
Oh my gosh. He's got scratches all over his arm.
So, I mean, it depends on the third-party minifigure for me. How interested... If it's printed on authentic Lego pieces, I'm all for it. If it's a minifigure that I just know that there's...
Never gonna make,
then, I might turn a blind eye to it being Flego or not.
What you think now that you're a cutter of base plates, you're a little bit more laxed on your rules. Don't look at me like that. You're the one who's making the base plates. Cutting the base plates, man.
Mayo says, I hear some wild things in the Lego community and people take little pieces of plastic way too seriously. The city, the Simpsons, which is, well, we all play Lego how we want to. Right.
It's all a matter of, it's all subjective.
Well, and that's one of the, beauty of this
Lego.
hobby is you
So
can literally
many.
make it how you want it.
So many different ways to use it.
And most people's collection, especially if they do like displays and, do some mods or mocks to it, it's going to be unique to them. Even like, I was talking about, the 90th anniversary castle. I mean, how many here in this chat have that castle? But mine looks different, because I've expanded it, made changes. It's not just the stock set. And if you leave yours the stock set, there's nothing wrong with that either. I mean, we are all building our own worlds. Like as she's building this Viking village,
We're not using it like that.
yeah, it's going in our Lord of the Rings.
Right. That is the one great thing about Lego. Like the number one greatest thing about Lego is there's no, yes, there are set instructions, but that doesn't mean you have to keep them that way. And that's the cool thing about Lego because you can add things, you can remove things, you got so much possibilities.
And I'm sure Mayo will echo this sentiment that I'm about to say. But I will say that the creativity aspect of Lego isn't as celebrated or as encouraged as it was in the days gone by. They used to literally, it didn't matter the set, they would give you an alternate build ideas right there on the box. Like, oh, you can take this set and you can build this as well if you want. And Lego's gotten away from that.
I mean, they still do it with the Creator 3-in-1.
Creator 3-in-1, but that's pretty
so they
much
made
it.
they made a niche for it. But yeah, that's it. Like, but you're right. Like the castles and stuff. There was always a double or alternate builds for it on the box and stuff.
Yeah.
You're right. They don't do that except for in the Creator 3-in-1 now.
Gordon says, I do not have the castle yet.
Yet is the key word. Yet.
I think that was my favorite set of 2022. I believe that's when that one came out, near the end of it.
Was it?
And Mayo says, speaking of wild things, when the 90th anniversary castle was released, people were saying it's historically inaccurate for there to be female knights. Like, come on, dude.
Seriously. I mean,
It's funny you mentioned that. I post my videos, links to my videos on Facebook, and Jen thought this gentleman was talking to me, but
you
he
didn't have
was.
to say that.
He
Don't
was.
call
He
me out on not knowing that.
he was talking about. No, not that.
Oh, I thought you were calling me out on it.
He was talking about the female Dragon Master that came in Magisto's Magical Workshop, and I didn't say anything about that in the video or in the comments. But yeah, he was very hot and bothered.
You
by
must have said it because he quoted you.
No, he didn't quote me. He quoted that somebody else was talking about it.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
That wasn't you?
that wasn't me. No, because he was very hot and bothered by it. And I understand where they're coming from there. I don't have a problem with throwing some female minifigs in as a knight or whatever, as long as they give me the barmaids and stuff too. When they stop giving the barmaids and stuff like that, that's when I get kind of like, now come on, Lego, someone's got to serve the beer and spirits here now.
And who do you think the pirate's trying to be served by, a man or a woman? Let's be serious now.
So
so serious.
And Mayo says, as Lego's gotten more detailed, they focus less on creativity and imagination and more on prototypical accuracy to most often licensed source material. And Gordon says, if someone feels that way, then they are more able to change the genders of their minifigures. Lego decided a bunch of years ago that they would no longer be gatekeeping gender roles in their sets. Right. My only caveat, and we talked about this in the Pirates group, Eurobricks, because literally 50% of the minifigures in El Dorado Fortress are female, and so the topic got brought up, and people often will point to and say, well, Lego's trying to get more girls, to be interested in it and stuff like that. And I'm not saying that there's not a small percentage of that's true, but when you make a set,
they have a whole line.
When you
geared
make a
towards
set
girls.
that is,
are they making friends more geared towards boys?
Well, what I'm saying is, if you make a set that says 18 plus right on the box, not only are you automatically excluding girls from it, you're excluding boys. So you're marketing this set to adults. And if we're going to be honest with ourselves, how many female adult collectors are buying Castle, Pirates, Vikings, etc.? not saying that there aren't some, but I would not be surprised if 90% plus of that demographic is still male. So, I mean, at some point, just being smart business-wise, just give the people what they want. And if people want to army build, they want to army build with what they want. So that's an interesting side of the equation. Now when it comes to collectible minifigures, stuff like that, or sets that are geared towards children, well, that's different. The typical discussions I think are more appropriate there. About being more inclusive and equal representation and things like that. But when we're talking about sets that are straight up says 18 plus on the box, now those arguments don't hold a lot of weight with me. Because what I see it as is Lego double dipping. Because they know the people that are upset that Eldorado Fortress came with 50% female officers, they're going to switch the heads. And if they don't have heads, they're going to go on Pick-a-Brick and buy the heads. And so they're just increasing their sales. And so I view it as more of a sales technique than an actual being inclusive. That's where I might disagree with a lot of people in the Lego community. I don't think for the 18 plus sets it has anything to do with trying to be more inclusive. It is about getting people to double dip and have to buy more parts and heads and stuff.
Never fails. There's always one in the bag.
Mayo says, I'm fine with separating head tones between licensed and unlicensed. It's easy enough to switch the tones or gender to fit your preference. If I want an all-male Eldorado Fort, I can just switch the heads. Right, exactly. And Gordon says, Lego decided that they have gender equality on all product line, but I understand what you're saying. I think I know just as many women who like castle sets as men. Really? Because I can't name you one, Gordon.
Hi, handsome.
Stuff down here.
I heard you.
And I'm in the, I'm a pretty active member of the Pirates community, and I spend a lot of time in the Castle community as well, and honestly, I can't name one, not a single one.
This one? That's from last time.
Now, like Harry Potter, for example, I would say that while that theme is definitely more of a gender-neutral theme, I would say that that's probably 60 to 70% female focused, honestly. Infamous says, I don't think they do it to get you to buy different heads, etc. They are scared of cancel culture. Well, I definitely think that's part of it. But I think that they're looking at the business side of it and say, well, if it bothers people, they're just gonna buy new heads, and then we win. Because are they really gonna go on the Pick-a-Brick and just buy 4 heads? No, they're gonna say, well, we need 4
what
heads.
Else is up there?
And we need this, we need that. Mayo says, I just think those petty complaints are invalid because they forget Lego gives you control of how you play. You can't change details of a Hot Wheels car or Black Series helmets or Funko Pops, etc. Right. It's and that's what I've always said, that it can be whatever you want it to be.
It's pointless to even argue about it.
Now we all have our
opinions,
our own opinions and our own ups and downs with it. Like as I've said before, I am overloaded with female yellow heads. I have so many of them that I do wish I had more male heads, because I just have so many female ones. That's I don't want to say irritating. It's just
frustrating.
Yeah, just because like if I'm looking for a certain male head, I feel like I have to search harder, but you know, I can just go grab our minifigure bucket and find a female head in like 2 seconds. But that's because I've changed a lot of them out. But it it just depends on the minifigure for me.
Right. If it's a soldier, you're gonna change it to a soldier.
Right. But like here I am playing with this barbarian girl. I'll leave her as is.
Yeah, I think she goes on the Viking.
Yeah.
She's gonna be on the ship.
Yeah.
I think that is a good idea.
It's funny that she's got like dark eyes on one side, but the other side it's like normal.
That's probably her fighting face. Yeah. That's her fighting face. Just like you put your dark makeup on and you run out. So they can't see you, even though you're bright yellow. But
Gordon says, I was referring to in general, not online. Online folks, I know of a few female folks.
I mean, I buy Castle, but that's only because I buy it for him.
Yeah. If it wasn't for me, you probably wouldn't buy Castle. Although you do like the Forestmen.
I was gonna say I wouldn't go that far. I do. The Forestmen are my favorite, and so I'd have to have a Castle. And I have a Castle. I'm a Castle girl. I have the biggest castle in our area.
She does. See.
I do. Who are you stepping on?
I dropped my sword.
Oh, I know. I dropped my piece.
And Mayo says, the main female Castle fans I know of are from licensed themes like Disney princesses or Harry Potter. See, and I don't consider that a Castle fan. And then he mentioned Stacy from Bricks and Giggles. Okay, I will give you that one. Yes, she likes Castle, Pirates, and all that stuff. So, I mean, there are some out there. You can't say there's not, but it's a very small demographic, is my point. Brick Enforcer is here. Guess who's back? Let me find you something. And Infamous says, all I know is Pirates confirmed to be yellow. They say yellow belly land lubbers.
They do. Yellow bellied land lovers.
And I gotta say, Mayo, your show is really coming along well. Adding From Blocks to Mocks as a co-host, I think was a nice addition, and I like what you got going on your Friday nights. I've been enjoying it. And he says, speaking of yellow belly, I always joke that the yellow torsos with printing like the train logo, classic space logo, or pirate stripes are actually just naked torsos with tattoos. I got a tattoo pirate guy somewhere around
Naked
here.
torsos with tattoos. Oh!
Oh, there goes something flying.
What happened?
She's got a tattoo on her arm.
She does. Are there any? You said you have a naked one. You have a tattoo, a pirate one, huh?
Yeah.
I can't stop thinking about the naked ones. It's got me thinking about naked pants.
Get your mind out of the gutter, dear.
It's not me.
So that's what I got. What do you guys? What's on your brains? What's on your minds?
Well, stop stealing my stuff.
Anyone else getting the medieval town square set day one? Am I the only one? Which in our last stream I talked about it. You know, we looked at it pretty extensively. And I thought a lot about it. And the set has grown on me. So I am very much looking forward to it. But I'm still overall, I don't want to say underwhelmed. The problem when it comes to both Castle and Pirates, those two themes, well, and Lord of the Rings, I'll throw that in there as well. When I look at those themes, I look at it from two different points of view. Point of view number one is literally me and how I'm gonna add it to my collection and how it's gonna fit in there and everything. And I'm much more lenient. If I talk like that, if I just look at it from my personal perspective, given the collection I have and adding the new medieval town square to that, what's my excitement level for that set? Easily an 8, possibly a 9. But when I look at it from someone that maybe isn't sitting in the same kind of position that I am, and say you just started collecting Castle with like medieval blacksmith. So you got medieval blacksmith, say you got the 90th anniversary Castle, and say you got the gift with purchases, and you got the Creator 3-in-1 Castle. Maybe you got 2 or 3 of those and built something nice. So that's the theme or the wave that I'm looking at it from. And from that perspective, it feels a little on the short side, especially when I think about minifigs and animals. I can accept the amount of minifigs that came in that set, but the animals, that seems
low.
That seems low. That seems a little chintzy on Lego's side.
It's like smiling. I don't know if you can see it. Ooh. He's cute. I like him.
The fact that it doesn't include a horse
or a cow. No ox, no cow, no. I mean,
that
really, isn't it only just a kitten?
I think in a squirrel
and a goat. There's a squirrel.
That's where, you know, I start to feel bad because I'm like, it takes me back to what I said earlier. I wish Lego would sometimes just give us more of what we want. They know what we want. Like, stop being so chintzy with it. Like, why only one goat?
Right.
Like, you can't do a whole lot with just one goat. I mean, if you're not going to give a horse, if you're not going to give any cows, then it should be at least 2 goats. So, you know, that's what I'm saying. Like, they know what we want, but they're being so tight with it, and that's frustrating. And like I said, if those are the only sets that you have to work in, and you're trying to build, you know, your medieval world based on just those sets, it's harder. It's definitely harder. And so I genuinely feel for those people, because then you end up having to buy like 3 of the blacksmith shops, or maybe 4 or 5 of the Creator 3-in-1 castles, you know, just to get all the stuff that you want.
Ow! Stepped on my foot.
And Mayo says, I always knew that a co-host would improve the production quality of my streams. And, you know, and from Blocks to Mox, he's a good dude. I talk to him on the Insta regularly. So we're always sending each other funny stuff back and forth. Gordon says, I'm getting Snow White in the Seven Dwarfs cottage. We will be getting that as well. I don't know when, but
Does it come out on the 1st?
we are actually going to be. I've already told the missus the plan. I'm going to be expanding our ever growing Lego display, and I don't want to say we're gonna make Disney World, because then that implies a bunch of theme park rides and stuff, and I don't know how much into rides I really want to get. But we're gonna at least have the Disney Castle. She's got the Winnie the Pooh set. She's got the Up House, and then she'll get the Snow White cottage, and maybe the Sanderson sisters. And who knows what else will come, and so.
And then we do have a carousel.
Yeah, we have the Grand Carousel, the original one, but it is not Lego. It is Flago, and it came with motorized functions and everything, but it was. I can't talk about the original Lego one because I don't have experience with that one. But this one, it was flimsy. It fell apart easy.
Oh my gosh, that's why it's away.
It was
every time I touched it, it fell apart, and it was driving me bonkers. I'm like, I'm putting this away.
We might bring that out. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it no longer goes around and around, but it is a beautiful set to look at.
It is pretty to look at. And we might bricklink the train station from the Disney train. We might bricklink that.
Cause
we got lots of ideas.
I'm not really interested.
We don't need the train.
Yeah, I'm not. We don't need another train. 3 trains is plenty for us. And I don't think that train came motorized anyways. It'd be another Hogwarts Express kind of a deal. We already have one train like that, so I'm good there. And then the minifigures, those were a big selling point of that set. But really, it was the main build, the actual train station. That was my favorite.
That was the part I wanted.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Goofy, for sure. I wanted Goofy, but...
they've released other Goofy since then.
They have. I don't think they've... not in that same printing. Like, the one we have is a hot dog cart Goofy, so he's got an apron on. Mm-hmm. But I'm okay with that. He's Goofy. I mean, it doesn't matter. Look at this. I love these. These roofs that they designed are phenomenal. I think they're so cute. I love this roof. This roof is my favorite roof I've ever done.
Really?
Yes. Look at it. It's so cute.
Yeah.
Is there something on these? No? Nothing stays on those? Yeah. And look at all the studs. It's not all flat, so it's got all the studs in it. And I like this roof. And it was so easy to make. Like, yeah. That design was designed very well. So, yeah, I got this one done. You want me to open another bag?
Yeah, open her up.
Open her up. Gotta move my...
Mayo says, since the classic space gift with purchase came and went, I'll wait for the next vintage gift with purchase by the medieval town square. I haven't heard any rumors if there's anything coming out with the release. What kind of...
That classic space one was so cute. I love those babies. But we didn't have anything that we needed to buy yet. Or we didn't have any money to buy.
And then Gordon says, the animals from the medieval village came with the Lion Knight's castle. Yes, the Lion Knight's castle did come with some animals. So, I mean, because honestly, maybe that's what they're thinking, is that I don't know too many people that are just going to buy the medieval town square set if you don't already have the castle.
Sorry.
Or at least you're going to have a couple of the Creator 3-in-1 castles and make something good there, But you're not going to start with the medieval town square. So, I mean, I can understand that.
They might. It's cheaper than the Lion Knight's castle, so maybe that's the first one they'll get. But maybe that's the first one they'll get. so opinionated.
And then Gordon says they could have at least included a bunch of piglets and chickens. Yeah, see?
Or, yeah, chickens. I mean, those are like the easiest things to...
You know what? Speaking of
Ooh,
which,
chickens.
I would like a duck.
A duck.
A duck. Everyone
they
talked
make
about
ducks?
goats. I want a duck, and not the rubber duck style one. We
Right.
have a bunch of those.
And not the brick-built ones.
Yeah, because the original
molded
medieval
duck.
market village came with a brick-built duck, a brick-built chicken, and a brick-built rooster. I don't know what I did with the duck or the rooster and the chicken. They're probably somewhere
They're
around
probably
here.
just parts.
But the duck, I thought, as far as brick-built animals go, the original brick-built duck was a cute little duck. And why we don't have a molded duck at this point? Everyone's crying for goats. Where are the ducks?
Where's the ducks? Where the duck is the ducks?
Where in the duck is the ducks?
Naughty.
Mayo says, medieval town square isn't as impressive as the 90th anniversary castle, but I like it more than the blacksmith shop, and it's perfect for a village. It's going straight in my village. No cows, boo.
I know. Definitely lacking in the animal department.
Yeah. And Brick Enforcer says, guess who's back? Brick Enforcer is back.
Hello, Brick Enforcer.
Gordon says, Lego decides on the price point for the set and the parts budget. Then they design the set to fit that number, and animals are expensive to produce, is what Lego will tell you. Yeah. I understand it. I'm just,
Not happy about it.
Well, I mean, again, I'm going to talk about my own selfish needs here. I've been playing with my knights a lot lately, in case you guys haven't noticed. And I want at least one more horse and one more saddle. And so if that set had come with a horse, then all I needed was a saddle. And I have another. I mean, really, I need more than that. I mean, I need horses. I need some horsepower.
Is there any? I mean,
Like, I'm actually good on cows. I mean, sure, I would take another cow, but I mean, how many cows? We have like 4 or 5.
we have a lot of cows.
Yeah.
A duck would be nice.
A duck would be nice.
A duck.
And Mayo says, infamous convict said there's a rumor that they'll be Asia exclusive.
What will? Ducks?
Oh, the Ninjago City gift with purchase.
Oh.
Gordon says, yes, the first for insiders members. Brick and Forster says, nice. Gordon says, Disney Town then. Yeah, we're going to make it Disney Town. And he says, the Sanderson sisters' house was built in the late 1600s, so it's Pirates era. Yes, I actually thought about wanting to put it in, whether it's our medieval village or maybe put it in the Pirates, doing something like that, because the building itself does lend itself to that kind of thing. But she's a Disney fan, and if we're gonna get that cottage, she's gonna want to keep it as is, and it's fine with me, especially since I have a new castle set coming out, so it's not like I'm in desperate need of another building. I have buildings. I want a new duck, one that won't make me sick.
Well, it won't make me crash my car. Make me feel 3 feet thick. Wondering what to do.
Brick Enforcer says, that looks sick. Talking about the Viking Village, I'm
Rough?
assuming. Yeah.
I know. I love it. I'm super happy with it. I put it together now.
Here, I'll go on the...
Big screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. So cute.
It is a nice set.
It is a very nice set. And it wasn't too expensive, was it? I don't remember how much this one was. Uh-oh.
It was only like $115 or something like that.
Uh-oh.
What?
I knocked something off and I didn't work. I was...
Ruh-roh. And Gordon says, a lot of detail in small places. Yeah.
Yes. Very detailed in small places. Like I said, this thing on the roof is so cool. And it's very detailed.
Which, you know, we were talking about rumors and, you know, and things Lego is doing to gauge interest and whatnot. I actually think that, and I've heard some other people talk about this as well, that's what's going on in the Lego and Pirates community, in probably space as well, is that, but it used to be, like if we go back, look at the 2013 Castle Wave, for example, they put out a full wave, one castle, a bunch of play sets, and it didn't perform all that well, and that was pretty much the end of Castle for a while. Or now, you know, Lego's gone the opposite approach, is they're starting with these big sets, and then it's like they're working down. And I think Castle is in a position that I think we might see some sets in the $100 price range in the future, and maybe down in even below that. Like, there's really no reason why, like, say the Forestman Hideout or Magisto's Magical Workshop, that they couldn't be mass produced and put on store shelves for like between $30 to $50 or something like that. And people would buy them up like crazy instead of them being locked behind a paywall. So, I actually think Castle is in a strong spot. I wish Pirates was in a stronger spot, in all honesty. But I could see, you know, if this medieval town square does well, I could see another Castle set maybe in the $100 price point, maybe a jousting set. Coming next. That's my theory. And Gordon says, I would like to make a Lego pigeon.
A pigeon?
And Brecca Forster says, do you have Hocus Pocus? We do not.
Not yet.
But after I build her little Disney village, she'll probably want to get it. But like I told her, I said, I'm not building, because there are aspects to the Lego hobby that are not as enjoyable as others. And unfortunately, woodworking,
building the tables. I mean, unless you just buy a bunch of IKEA tables, which a lot of people do. But we're already down this rabbit hole. So it involves me making more tables, buying more felt and all that. And so I said, we are going to do it. It will happen. But I'm not doing it until we absolutely have to, because that stuff's not a lot of fun for me to do. So he's promising me it.
I know right where I want to put it. We got plans and everything. It'll happen.
Someday.
Well, because our city, even though I don't talk about the city a whole lot, there's rumors of an X-Man mansion coming, and so if that comes, that's gonna need to go right where the Disney Castle is, I think. And we're talking about getting the gate, the Jurassic Park gate. Going back and getting that on Bricklink, because that's really, you know, some of you guys watched our Jurassic Park video. You know, there's two issues that need addressing in our Jurassic Park. First and foremost, you need the big gate that comes in, says "Welcome to Jurassic Park." That's so iconic. You need that. And so we're gonna Bricklink that set, possibly sooner as opposed to later, and then the other thing is I just need to build some fencing. You know, got to lock the animals in a little bit better.
They're just roaming around.
Yeah, they're just roaming around.
Roaming around the whole entire earth.
Gordon says the Friends Botanical Garden at least came with duck-colored rubber duckies. Were they yellow or were they white? Or because I have a bunch of the yellow ones.
Yeah, I never really looked on Bricklink to see if they had other kinds of them.
And Gordon says Lego needs to make medieval animal battle packs.
Yes, we need some battle packs. I agree.
Infamous says, I want a new duck. Won't make me sick. Hey, he says, nice you know that song.
Oh, yes.
You've actually seen Huey Lewis in the News in concert, haven't you?
More than once.
Yeah, I've never seen him, but... Mayo says, TJ, let me know about that rumor. And Mayo says, I need to put my castle back together again. Perhaps you could build your own town square. I could repair my castle. Macrobix could build his castle mills on the same stream. Yeah, it sounds like a good idea. I'm going to. I've already decided that I am not going to be building the medieval town square on stream, not on our show. And the number one reason why is I have plans and ideas and changes that I want to do to my medieval village, because I got it about 90% of the way there, and then I stopped because I knew that more sets were going to be coming, and so I was like, because as I'm holding the brick separator, when you got when you're putting the plates on base plates and stuff, and you got to tear those all up, it's not fun. And the brick separators aren't nearly as helpful as they think they are, and so you end up tearing up your fingers. But plates are the best thing to work with, and so it's a necessary thing that has to happen. And so I'm just I've intentionally waited, but the time is coming to an end because this new set's coming out, and so it's time for me to put in some more time on my Nottingham village, is what I call it.
Georgie's got something he wants to show.
What do you got, buddy?
I just wanted to talk.
Oh, you wanted to talk? Okay.
What you gotta say?
Nobody can see you. You're too far away.
You all remember my cat nap?
Mm-hmm.
I made.
I like his tail.
Well, I want to make like the big form.
A big one?
Yeah.
We need more purple then. I don't think we have enough
I can't
purple.
make him, but only on Bricklink the right shapes can come in.
On Bricklink? What do you know about Bricklink?
I watched you build those statues.
You watched Oh, you know what?
What?
Maybe you could do some building in studio.
What's the studio?
That's how I designed my statues. Maybe I can put it on your laptop.
Okay.
You want to do that? And then you can build things.
You can try and make stuff.
You can try and make stuff.
Like Bende
Yeah.
or Catnap?
And they've got all the parts you'd ever think of needing, except for old ones.
Why? What old ones?
Like they don't have old printed pieces, anything retired, anything they have new, but they have purple. They have tons of purple.
100 of purple?
Yeah. So
A million?
when we're done, Mama will look into trying to download it on your computer.
Okay, then I can build Catnap?
Then you can.
Mama,
Yeah.
how did
And
you
then-
build those?
Well, it's just trial and error. You just go on there and you look at some of the parts that you might need. I used a couple of models that someone else did as well, just to get an idea. So you would take a picture of Catnap, like you would have it by you or on your screen, so you could see what he looks like, and then you can fit the pieces.
Like make like another little Catnap?
You could make a bigger one, like that size of the statues. Yeah,
You can make it as big as you want it.
yeah, he can be
Make them as big as this table, but you cost a lot of money with all them parts.
right. So you got to be a little careful.
But I do want to have that big Catnap.
Okay, well, we can try and design it, okay? Mama will get you into studio and we'll see how you can see if you can maneuver it. It's not super easy, but I think you can do it.
So Trevor is here.
Hi, Trevor.
Hi,
Let's-
Trevor.
Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, and you must be the Monopoly guy. Thanks for the free parking.
Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
And Gordon says, "You want more castle stuff? People better buy the heck out of that medieval village set." Yes, that's true. But I'm actually
We're not buying two.
no, we're not buying two of it. But I'm not worried about castle. Out of all the themes that I collect, basically I collect 3 themes:
God bless you.
Pirates, Castle, Lord of the Rings.
Thank you for covering.
I actually have far and away the most faith in Castle right now, surprisingly. And I don't want to say it's my favorite theme because, you know, pirates will always have a special place in my heart. But I have gotten to the point where I'm sick of struggling for parts and pieces and sets. And so Castle is become more and more appealing because of how much easier they've made it as of late. So so it's got that going for it.
How long have you had Brick Link in the studio?
I had the studio when it was in the beta test. I had it way before everybody had it.
You did?
Mm-hmm. Mama was playing with it. I designed Freddy's house.
Oh.
That was the first that was the first design I did on studio.
Back in the infancy of it.
Right, like I said, it's the beta test. It wasn't even out yet. They were just asking people if they wanted to.
Try
It was
out.
so buggy though. It was so buggy. But yeah, I've had it for a long time.
And Gordon said the ducks were brown.
Oh, well, brown's better than yellow.
And,
But I still want a proper duck.
and then Infamous says the duckling from the botanical set is dark orange, not brown.
Oh,
Only other color is green and
a green duck, huh?
I
But
like
they're all the duckling looking like
yeah.
rubber duckies. though,
I'm
aren't they?
talking about. I want like a
I want-
full-grown duck.
Right, like, oops. It's okay, honey.
That only has these.
Like the chickens.
Yeah.
Give us a duck, just like the chickens. Just take the chickens and make them a duck.
Or make a catnap.
Oh, it's on this one now. Daddy took the top one off. He walked away. There you go.
Or
There's the
make a
catnap.
catnap.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll make a catnap, buddy.
Why?
But you know what you could do if it's really good in studio, and we make it. Maybe we can do a Lego Ideas for catnap. See if anybody else is interested in it.
See, this is the only Lego duck, like, proper one to date.
Oh yeah.
And it's brick built. Came in Medieval Market Village.
Let me see the one out the cat. Oh, it's blue.
And
I saw
as far as little brick built kind of a design goes, I always thought it was kind of cute. I always liked the little duck.
I actually built that one pretty good.
Yeah, like I said, there was a rooster and a chicken, but I don't know what I did with those because I have real roosters and chickens. But I always kept the little duck.
Do we
in.
have a rooster? I don't think we have a rooster. I think there's only chickens. I don't think they made a rooster. Because they're just white. There's white and then there's brown ones, aren't there? But I don't think there's a rooster.
I only see a brown one.
Yeah, they made a brown one, but they didn't make a rooster.
And some light orange ones.
There's orange ones? Chickens?
Richard Cranium says, "I'm back. What did I miss? You missed everything.
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 Go back and watch it all on 2x speed and catch right back up."
That's the gray duck.
There's a gray duck.
Yeah, don't forget about the gray duck.
What gray duck?
Look, over here.
I can't.
The
can't
biggest
see. Bring it
thing
over
you
here.
missed was my rant about how
Don't forget the gray duck.
Oh, there's another brick built one.
that was on the barn, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll put that back.
It's a gray duck.
The gray duck.
It's a gray duck.
Here come the rooster. Some Alice in Chains for you.
Here
Comes the rooster. Yeah.
Mhm.
He ain't gonna die.
No, he ain't gonna die.
Oh yeah, I get the reference, man.
It's a brown, green one. And
That's my favorite Alice in Chains song.
Now I got it stuck in my head now, though. The rooster song.
oh, this is the one that.
But the rant that I was on was about how the castle is sitting, dare I say, pretty. It's in a good spot. I want to say, even on Lego's website, I saw that there's a full-on medieval section now, where they've put all they've put all of the medieval sets like under one banner. They put Eldorado Fortress in there. I wouldn't call that medieval. They put the Viking Village in there as well. But you know, that's something. That's something. And as I've said before, I think that the 90th anniversary castle sold really well.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. No. What, honey? What?
And Infamous Comic says the chicken from Moana is kind of a rooster looking. He is his name.
Make with that.
Or he. I haven't seen Moana, so. And Gordon says, I posted a pic in your Discord. Oh.
Uh-oh.
I don't have my phone down here, but I will check it as soon as I can.
1, 2.
And Richard Cranium says, Nutshell is also a great song. Not so familiar with that one,
Am I
man.
in the wrong spot?
And then Gordon says, I think they are grouping them as historic theme. Well, that would go in great with my Facebook group. Lego historic themes.
Mama,
Huh.
I can make Godzilla in like.
You can, yeah. A lot of people have done that.
Speaking of which, that Godzilla -1 Lego Ideas submission that we talked about, I got a comment recently from the creator of it. He's like, I just saw this.
Oh,
It's
really?
mine. He's all excited.
Aw, that's nice.
It's always nice when I see stuff like that.
Yeah, when I get all excited.
I love like those like.
Sometimes I tell the
14
people
Godzilla.
that I'm talking about their thing, and sometimes I don't, and just wait to find them
See if
react.
they find him. See if they find it.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. I was all
I
sorts
love
of off.
like the 2014 King of Monsters Godzilla. That you know this water show will be called the ocean now.
Well, it is the ocean.
But my Godzilla is gonna live in here.
In the ocean?
Yeah.
Not in that ocean.
Yes.
That's my pirate ocean.
Hey. Godzilla at least. Godzilla can control.
They do
fire.
have I saw a Godzilla New Empire, or Evolved. I saw somebody did that.
Evolved?
Mm-hmm.
I might do too.
It's not Lego, though.
No.
It's fake Lego. I think it's Mega Bloks, actually. I think they've got the rights to it.
I want to say somebody said that Lego will never do Godzilla, and I think it's because of that.
Because Mega Bloks has it?
Some kind of licensing thing, yeah.
Well, Toho owns Godzilla.
And you're awfully snotty, son.
Yeah.
So why don't you go stand over there, please?
And Legendary doesn't own Godzilla.
No, they just borrowed
They rented him.
They rented him.
They rented Godzilla.
Rent a monster.
Rent a monsters. Careful.
Mama.
Just
What?
dropping stuff all over the floor.
What'd you drop? No.
Piece.
Mama.
Oh, I heard it. What?
I got it.
Oh.
Your arm wasn't long enough or too quick for mine.
Is that my piece? Did you
No,
take it
it
out
was
of my
over
thing?
here.
Oh, okay.
That your arm wasn't quick enough to get that.
Richard Cranium says
were
rooster is a
fast.
male chicken, so they do have the chicken. Yeah.
Huh?
And Infamous says, I mean the Lego part for him, closest you will get to a rooster.
What?
The one from Moana.
Oh. That's the closest you'll get, huh?
Well, I think it is time for a little showdown, throwdown. And I want to say Richard Cranium's here last time, and he gave me grief in Mayo Stream for Duplo taking out Time Crisis.
Whoopsie.
But I still stand by that. And nothing against Time Crisis. It's a nice theme, but Duplo is a big one. A big one.
Mama.
Yes, dear.
So let's go.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's time for the Lego Theme Throwdown! How it works is 2 Lego themes are randomly selected, but only one is moving on, and the other one is going home. If the panel agrees on which theme is better, then the loser is done. But if the panel doesn't agree, then we are leaving it up to the chat to decide which theme is better. So check the chat and put in your vote, because it can come down to you to decide which theme is moving on.
Let's get ready to rumble! Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the undisputed, the undefeated heavyweight champion of the world, Nice!
So Richard Cranium is all sorts of upset. He says, it's Time Cruisers, Mikey. Time Cruisers, not Time Crisis. Time Crisis is an arcade game. The wires get crossed in the old, cranium from time to time. He says, Mikey is just trolling me at this point.
No, he's just really not paying attention. I swear, he's not trolling you. He just, he gets his wires crossed a couple of times. Too much information in this bulbous brain of his.
Spin that wheel.
I tell him all the time. But he's mad because I wouldn't give him a sip of my water. The snake.
Legoland. I can't think of a single set, but we'll check it out in a minute. Yeah, these are all classic retro games before the year 2000. Going up against Pirates.
Oh no.
Which one do we think Mikey will vote for? I don't know. Richard Cranium says, all I know is I ain't putting any no freaking Duplo in my city. That's for dang sure. He's got strong feelings.
Wow. It's not the fact that you would put them in your city. It's the fact that it's very important for little kids that age to get started in the Lego.
Yes.
Because that's how that's like the beginning of the love for Lego. Georgie had Duplo, and yeah, it's just important, I think. But now, is Duplo going to take out Star Wars? No. Pirates? No. It's probably on its that was probably Time Cruisers?
Cruisers.
I don't remember. That was probably the last one it would take out. I didn't want to say it wrong. I don't want to be on his list.
Yeah, you get scolded.
I get scolded.
You say it wrong. All right, so let's see here. We got the old brick link up. Gordon says Legoland would be all the old town sets. Richard Crane says Legoland, like Legoland exclusive or old sets released under the Legoland theme.
Old sets released against the Lego.
Let's take a look.
I would assume.
Legoland. 164 sets.
It's not a sneeze.
Here's a... Ooh, this predates the old Yellow Castle, and nobody talks about that.
Really?
So the old Yellow Castle is not the
first
original
one.
castle, folks. 1970, 471 pieces.
Weetabix.
The Weetabix Castle.
That's the new.
That's the
first
original castle.
one. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Weetabix promotional house.
What's Weetabix?
Thinking Weetabix.
It's not. It's
Weetabix.
Bix.
Weetabix.
Quit putting an R in there.
And promotional windmill.
You just add letters.
Promotional Lego Village. For the 70s era sets, they look pretty nice actually. front end loader from 1970. Ambulance from 1970. House with car from 1969. See that little house?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Swiss Chalet. Another little shack. Little chalet. Loader hopper with truck. Police heliport. 1972.
Oh.
There's a helicopter for you, Mayo.
I like that little police car.
Let's see. Check out the fire station. Fire Emporium's got nothing on this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Fire brigade, I mean. I'm all sorts of. See, the wires are crossed. Gravel quarry.
Oh, wow. Oops.
I've never spent much time looking at all this stuff. Harbor scene.
Oh,
Look at these minifigures.
Oh, yeah, I've seen those ones.
Coast Guard station.
Oh.
Texas Rangers walker.
Wow. Look at those old horses. They're brick built.
Yeah. Look at this original London bus.
Oh.
1973.
Wow.
Read the Lego Times Daily.
That's a pretty elaborate build for that time.
Yeah.
That era.
Honestly, these are kind of interesting little sets.
Right.
Swiss Villa.
Another Swiss villa?
Yeah. Wait a
Oh,
minute. It
excuse
looks
me.
like some re-releases of the previous ones.
Mm.
There's the police helicopter for Mayo.
Oh, there you go.
Shell service station.
It's so tiny.
1971.
Uh-huh.
Ambulance and helicopter. 1973.
Oh.
Hovercraft. All right, well, there's a little look at Legoland. Interesting sets, I gotta say. I mean, it's better than I would have initially thought. But it just so happens that
It's going up against Pirate.
it's going up against Pirates Meteor. We got a lot of the smaller ones, but you know, we're going bigger, going home here. Here, let's take a look at the Brickbeard's Bounty. I have this ship. She's a nice little vessel. And what other ones do we want to look at? Guess they're all on page 2. Lagoon Lockup. First pirate set I ever had. Still love this thing.
Oh, excuse
The
me.
original Imperial flagship. I had this as a wee lad. Nice little ship. Rock Island Refuge. It's in my collection. It's a beauty.
It's a Butte, Clark.
Caribbean Clipper. One of the second ship, and I've never actually owned it. El Dorado Fortress. It's a Butte, Clark. Imperial Trading Post. Another Butte. And of course, the Black Seas Barracuda, or Dark Shark for you folks.
Dark Shark.
Skull Eye Schooner. I had this ship as a boy. It's a nice one. Enchanted Island. I never had this, but I kind of wish I did. And then the big Imperial flagship. Of course, everybody knows that ship. The new El Dorado Fortress. Again, if you don't have it, what are you doing? Go buy it now. Support your local pirates. The Brick Bounty. Yar, she's a fine vessel. Yar.
Yarr.
All right. Which one are you going with, honey?
Pirates.
She's going with pirates. I'm going with pirates as well. Is it even?
If I don't go with pirates and then the chat somehow takes off and the Legoland wins, I will never hear the end of it.
Infamous says time crunchers for the win. Richard Cranium says it was the only Lego theme about time traveling. In fact, includes pirate and castle themes, and you snuff it out with Duplo, my lord.
Oh.
Gordon said, I had a bunch of the Legoland sets thanks to his uncle.
Oh, yeah?
And Infamous Convict says, Weetabix is a cereal company. The sets were available by collecting coupons on the back of the boxes.
That's cool. Weetabix.
But, again, I was actually pleasantly surprised by Legoland, but it had the unfortunate of running into pirates, and so it's going home. Poll is ended.
Poll is ended.
Where are you, Legoland? Sorry about your luck.
Bye-bye.
Now, next up. Oh, Western. If you're a fan of Western, what's it going up against? Better not be Castle.
Dissension in the chat.
Education!
Oh,
no!
no. Oh, my gosh. He would have been so mad.
I think you got a chance against education.
I think so.
Arcade Talk is here. He says, hi, guys. I want my MJP.
Hello, Arcade Talk.
I'll give you...
Hello there.
General Kenobi.
Gordon says, bye-bye, education. We don't need no education.
We don't need no thought control. No dark sarcasm in the crowd. Now I got the song stuck in my head. Too many songs stuck in my head today.
All right, so the poll is up. We'll start with
Edumacation.
education. We're gonna go get educated. I don't know what education is all
Edumacated. It's a whole. It's very expensive for one. I remember.
about. Well, that was the new one. This is the.
Oh well, still, I'm sure the old one will probably be expensive too. This way.
So we got the educational box. It's empty. Came with 1 gear, 1973.
It's empty.
That's what it says. Educational box empty. Jumbo building bricks. Are we gonna find anything of note here? Kindergarten Lego set.
Does that box full?
1960.
I didn't say empty, does it?
No. Oh, here's a lever set with teacher guide from 1993. A little bit newer. Oh, here you go. Here's a Duplo kindergarten set.
Duplo can still take them out.
Yeah.
I am not making anyone mad today.
Got basic vehicles. Oh, that's some more Duplo.
Oh no.
1985. Oh, I think I might have had this. Looks familiar.
Looks familiar.
Giant red base plate.
Ooh.
It's another Duplo thing.
Yeah.
A lot of Duplo in the education.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a look at education. Now, Western. If Western doesn't win, there'll be riots in the chat.
I don't want
Indian
vote.
Chief. Oh, he's pretty cool looking though. I like him.
Oh, I like him a lot. Is that like totem pole? I
Yeah.
like that Indian chief guy.
Yeah.
He is
Do you have him, RC?
right.
Indian Kayak. Frontier Patrol.
Ooh, I like them. Those are cool. I love their little hats. Yeah, I like him.
Tribal Chief. Oh, he's cool too.
He is cool.
Do you have all these little Indian guys?
I love
man?
his horse.
Yeah, his horse is nice.
He's like a painted horse.
Sheriff Showdown.
I like how his
Weapons Wagon.
I like that wagon.
Yeah.
How did he have that gun hooked to his horse?
There's a clip on the saddle.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Chief's teepee. I like the teepee too. Comes with a little Indian maiden.
Oh, I love the teepee. That's cool.
Boulder Cliff Canyon.
Another teepee. Look at all that green.
Yeah.
It's got my vote.
Fort Legorado.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that fort. I think I've seen that before.
Yeah, we've looked at it before.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it came out in 2002.
Uh-oh. That one doesn't count.
Yeah.
Don't
But
do that one.
it still is good enough to...
No, don't start changing rules now.
All right, honey, what gets your vote?
Western.
Somebody voted for education. They must be trolling in the chat.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Richard
not
Medium
me.
said, whoever voted education, just leave the chat now.
It's not me.
I'm also going...
Voting education?
No, I'm going... I'm going Western. So education's going home.
It's out of here.
Richard Cranium says, LMAO with a bunch of Western side of my city. I think I'm going to go with education. Gordon says, I still have set 365 Wild West complete in the box.
Ooh.
Arcade Talk says, empty box, thank you.
Right, who's going to buy that?
Richard Cranium says, that's because the empty box is even worth money.
Oh my gosh. That's
Richard
why it's
Cranium
like
says, I have a few, Mikey. Just have to build the mountain so I can put them in a TP on top, sending smoke signals. That'll be fun, man.
Oh, I can't wait to see that.
And then he says, I'm starting to see how Duplo won.
So funny. Oh.
So that's it for that one. And now we got one more spin. Two more, I should say. Oh, I gotta take out that
Yeah, put education back in there.
free spin. Education's out here. We already have one. Spin again. Already had Pirates. Again. Clearly Pirates and Western Day.
Oh, I got the hiccups. Oh no.
Going against Train. Freestyle versus Train. Oh, you guys weren't even on the thing. Oh, we cannot see the spinner. Oh, sorry. Infamous is out of here. Says thanks for stream. I gotta run. Have a great day, everyone.
Bye. You can't see
Well, you
us.
heard it. I'm not respinning.
You can't see us.
You can't see us, but
Go put us on back on there. Why?
because I'm doing this real quick. Hold on. So it was freestyle versus.
Hey, Mikey J's head's
Train.
not working today.
That's most days.
Oh, it's so hard to see.
All right, here we go. Let's see what Freestyle has to offer. I genuinely don't know. 76 sets. Freestyle bricks and plates. It's like some kind of Duplo offshoot.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's an offshoot of Duplo, which it should just be under Duplo, honestly.
Well,
I
that's what
guess
it
these
used to be
aren't
called.
Duplo.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Large monster bucket.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking they were going to be, like those big buckets. Lots of little sets. Free training set inside.
Let's see.
Storage case. Just storage case.
There's all sorts of freestyle in there in the box. Free falling.
Free falling, free styling.
25th anniversary silver bucket.
Ooh. Limited edition.
It is limited.
I saw it.
Or how much this set goes for new now. I gotta know. Can't find it. Not available.
Not available. Nobody's selling it, huh?
No. Freestyle extra large bucket. How much is that one going for? No one's selling it. I don't know. No one's got them. All right, so that's a look at freestyle. Look at trains. Oh. This is an interesting motor. Very early on.
Does it have like
1966.
open wires?
Yeah.
Wow.
Don't shock yourself, kid.
So safe for the children.
Did no one think of the children?
No one thought of the children. Safe.
Motorized train set from 1966. I didn't realize they went back this far with motorized trains, though. Look at those tracks, though. Those tracks are... And you can barely call this thing a train. Can you imagine if Lego released that now? How flamed they would get? Locomotive without motor from 1967. At least that looks a little better.
They did a reissue of that one for the we've got that.
We do, don't
That's
we?
the little it was a gift with purchase. I'm pretty sure.
Motorized freight or passenger train. Sears exclusive.
Aw, I like the little cars. Oops.
$20 in 1969. I wonder what that'd be nowadays. Still feels like it's cheaper than what would pay for it now.
I lost a piece.
Complete freight train set with tipper trucks. Let's see if we can find something a little bit newer. Oh, that's too new. Go back a little ways. 2010, 2009. Looking for stuff from the 90s. Here's an 80s diesel freight train set. 1980. Electric passenger train from 81. Do we have anything from the 90s to look at here?
Doesn't seem like it, huh? Oh! Almost knocked my whole bin down. That would have been travesty.
Here we go. Looking for a full train set. Got a lot of passenger cars and stuff. Crocodile locomotive. Didn't they redo this thing?
Ma'am? Ask ma'am.
Metro station. Mayo has this in his city.
Yeah.
I've seen this.
Mhm.
Yeah. Metro liner. Here we go. Here's a 1991. See, this is a nice little train from 1991. Cargo railway. Railway Express. It's kind of interesting how it's almost like they just keep remaking the same trains over and over again.
Kind of like Harry Potter. They just keep making the same sets over and over again.
Yeah.
You want them? Here they are.
So the chat is 100% in favor of train.
That's my vote. I vote trains too.
Richard Cranium says that doesn't seem random anymore between the chat and the spinning wheel, picking the same thing over and over. I see it's rigged now. It's rigged. I knew it.
Aww.
Gordon says we couldn't hear it either, but we see the poll.
Are we muted?
No.
Are you sure?
They can hear us now. Gordon says, I remember the Metroliner set was so expensive when it was released. Gordon says, I have a dorky freestyle minifigure. Search for Freestyle Timmy. Okay.
Freestyle Timmy. Search for Freestyle Timmy. Oh, I like his name. I like him. I like his shirt.
Look at this one. He's got a T on his shirt.
I like that, Timmy.
So you going with freestyle or train here?
Train.
I'm going with train as well. It's Gordon says he's got the one with the red ball cap on.
Oh, he's cute.
She's not hating him.
I'm not hating him. I think he's
freestyle
adorable.
Shirt.
Yeah, he's got a nose too.
He does have a nose.
I think somebody, because I was talking about how Voldemort was the only minifigure that had a nose, and somebody corrected me and said, no.
Freestyle Timmy's
Timmy
got
has a nose.
Yeah. Richard says, oh, I have that freestyle fag.
You have Freestyle Timmy? Now I kind of want him.
Where do you get all these? You get a lot of bulk, don't you? Or, you know, is it Facebook Marketplace scores? Or because I feel like, you know, it's gotten to the point where I don't even know where you would, you know, not many people are going to be holding on to minifigures from the 90s and 80s at this point. Now, if I go on Facebook Marketplace, I might find something from like 2010 or something, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Well, how goes it?
Good. I think I'm almost done with this bag. Just trying to, oh, what time is it?
Almost 10 after.
Uh-oh. Okay, go.
Richard says, that's Crazy Eye Timmy from Time Cruisers. You mean Time Crisis, guys? I now see you guys definitely shortchanged the Time Cruisers theme.
Oh my goodness.
Time Cruisers, it ran into Duplo.
Right.
What do you want from it? I like to let you guys decide one of them. And so I would have voted Time Cruisers just to send it to the chat, but the chat had picked Duplo, so it didn't really matter.
It mattered to some.
I knew it was going to cause chaos. And Mayo was quick to rat me out.
He sure was.
And then RC says, yeah, I do a lot of bulk buys, either Craigslist or Marketplace. I try to only go for vintage bulk.
Oh, nice. have to finish this on if you're ready to go.
But that's pretty much all I got for today, folks. We're about 10 minutes past the hour.
Uh-oh, the boy's coming back down.
The boy's coming back down here.
I missed my mom.
Oh, you missed me? You missed me?
RC says, I'm just giving you all a hard time.
We know. We like it. He's the king of hard times over here. Always giving me a hard time.
I wish you would have been here. You could have straightened the chat
right
out.
Right.
You could have defended the time cruiser.
Defended them. They had no one to defend themselves. Where does this go?
But here, let's show everybody what you're doing, what you've been building, how it's coming together.
Well, that's nice to say and all, but I gotta figure out how this piece goes on here. There we go. I'm on this part. Is this the last part?
Yeah.
No, I have a tower still.
Oh,
Or is this all the tower?
I thought it was all part of it.
Maybe this is all the tower. Yep, it is.
Oh.
Yep, so this is the last part. So I'll probably finish it next time.
Or get pretty close anyways.
Right. I don't know. How many bags do I have left? I don't have very many bags left. Oh, I'm stuck. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So there's 11, 12, 13, 14, 5 more bags left. And I did 2 bags. 2. But yeah, it's coming together.
Mm-hmm.
This is what it looks like all together. So nice. It's gonna look so good in our section. It's gonna bump
It's gonna
that
blend in
section
well
up.
with those existing ones, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, the roofs are a little different, but
Right, but
oh
I think
well.
it'll work.
I'm gonna try to put the white back on those ones. Snow
Make them
back.
snowy.
Yeah.
Because this has got snowy in it too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. Yawning over there.
But that is all I got for you folks today. Thanks everyone for coming and hanging out. Richard Cranium from Blocks to Mox, Gordon Werner, Infamous Convict, Arcade Talk and Star Wars Reviews, Mayo, David Emperor, Trevor's Videos, Brick Enforcer, Dominic Z, and if I forgot you, I'm sorry, but
Thank you so much for coming.
we should be back next week.
Should be.
Should
barring
be.
any unforeseen issues.
Any unforeseen issues. And Gordon says, well, have a wonderful rest of your week, everyone. Well, thank you. And
Thank you,
Richard
and thank you
Crane's
again, Gordon, for
great
your
live,
wonderful
guys.
gifts.
Love it. Yes.
Made me super happy.
And I'll see you live on Friday on Real Whole Egg.
Yeah.
But thanks, everyone, for watching. And, if you haven't hit the like yet, make sure you do on the way out and all that good fun stuff. And I'll see you guys on the next one.
Take care.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, we got merch store. If you want to take a little piece of the show with you, you can get it right here. We got everything. You want some Mikey J stuff? We got the Mikey J Productions for you. So take a chance and stop by. We'll take care of you.